Okay. Now, today we have introduction classes. We want to know which background you have coming from. Previously, we are done two projects. For example, we taken one building project and infrastructure project, which is useful for the in the actual site conditions. Okay, please introduce yourself. Your name, please.
My name is Mohammed Namis.
Okay.
I'm working as a mechanical supervisor.
Mechanical supervisor. Mechanical supervisor means it is in production field or
It's an oil and gas project.
oil and gas. Okay. Oil and gas. So these shutdown projects?
No, it's project.
Project. Okay. Okay.
Myself coming.
Yeah.
So I'm working in the oil and gas background.
Okay.
So I'm a plan scheduling.
Scheduling. Okay. This before you have the site experience.
Yeah.
That means in oil and gas, you have worked in this site. Okay. Then it is very useful and very you can learn easily the program. This how to make the Primavera. Okay.
Sir, I'm Muhammad Arif. Currently, I'm working oil and gas industry. 85%.
Okay, sorry.
Currently, I'm working in the oil and gas.
Oil and gas. Okay. You are
Yes, myself, Ajay, and I'm working as a project manager in Gulf Administration, covering oil and gas, buildings and infra.
okay.
Puranjay Sengupta, working as site engineer, finishing work.
Finishing this. That means fitting out this one. Civil works. Okay, then we will try to make one building and one oil and gas. Okay, we will take three in case it will require. It will be useful for how the building structure will be, infra how it will be, and oil and gas for the. So three we will take so that every three all the scope is covered, all these field. That means okay. So before doing that, welcome to this Green International training. This one. So first of all, we have to introduce our Green International ourselves. What we are now. We have Green International training in the Qatar. We are the top rating institute giving the training in the all the fields, including all the for example MMUP, Primavera, P6, everything we are have expertise persons who give the training for us. And we from this every batch we are giving more than one batch, nearly one batch, all the field. That means all the fields, the MMUP, PAP, PNP, all this. Nearly 100 to 200 people, one batch we are recruiting and giving the training for them. Okay. And why you have chosen us? You have so many institutes. Okay. Why you chosen us? Why? Because we have providing the example, not only the theory. We are providing the example, taking one practical one example in the Primavera, how it will have to give, how to prepare the program, everything, we give the examples, taking one practical example. And supporting and access. Supporting and access means, after the class, we give the LMS. That means we have the access, we are providing the LMS, so that after the class also you can go through the lessons and we have some material, we can go through this and you can study. It is useful to you, LMS, okay? And expert facilities, that means you are suddenly, you are in the site, you get some problem, probably there some issue is there, you don't know how to tackle. Then also in the group, you put the question or anything you require, we are giving support, okay? And certification we are giving this, okay, which give the saying that it is can useful for your career building this certificate. That is you have completed the P6 training with the 30 hours, which is useful in career. Okay. Before that, I want to know why you chosen Primavera. Why you wanted to become a planning engineer? First of all, there are another fields out there. You can go for QAQC, risk manager, okay, contracts manager, okay. Why you chosen planning engineer? Why? Why? Because Primavera has one. If you learn the skill, then you became the right hand to the project manager. For example, if you go for change the format, okay. If you go for construction manager, you know equipment, what are the equipments required for the completion of the project. But when going for this cost, construction manager don't have any cost, okay, costing. He wanted to complete the job, whatever is there, this is the duration, 5 days, you want to complete. He plan only have the idea what are the equipments required, he can, but the cost he will not aware. Okay, the contract construction manager. And risk he may know, but very little about the risk, what are the risk is there. And contracts, nothing, he don't know. And time completion, he has two, one and this one, he has the information only. So for him, the construction manager, the planning engineer support is the scope and the time when the work should be completed, whether it is within 1 year, or for example, if the excavation is there. Construction manager, we have to inform that you have to complete the construction excavation in 10 days. He will take 15 days. You don't know the excavation should be completed. He will take 10 days or 15 days. But we have to give the information. You have to complete the excavation in 10 days, so that the project cannot be delayed. So he will assist to construction manager the time and scope. He will give the information. And quantity survey, what happened? He don't have any idea of the equipment. He have the cost. What is the cost is there? What is how much amount is there? I have to invoice. But risk, he don't have idea. And contractor scope, he don't know. He only look after the BOQ only. How much BOQ item is there? How much work you have done? Invoice that he will do quantity survey. Okay. And time, he not bother about the time. Okay. So in this time, the planning engineer can become a QS. When the program is updated, he will know what is the cost. What is this month, how much I am getting the invoice. In the program, the cost loading, planning engineer can become work as a quantity surveyor also. In the every month, how much we are getting. Okay, how much month we have to get. He can become a quantity surveyor also. And HSC manager is there. HSC manager don't aware of this one. What is the cost, scope, and time? He bother about only risk. Okay, so the risk is there. He know what is the risk, but which activities are more critical, how much it is costing. For example, shoring is there. Shoring, if you're working in the two adjacent building, so much cost is there, risk is there. But if the risk is happened, what is the cost will be impacted to the project. So the planning engineer know what is the cost going to affect. So he will help to the risk manager also. And contracts. Contracts, every project out of 100 projects, 99 projects, out of 99 projects are not completing on time. Only 1% chances is there completion on time. So when the project is not completed, there is a delay is there. Contracts, he know. So in the contracts, he know how to, what is the clause, what clause is there, we can claim. But he not aware that how much the time required, how much time impacted for project completion. For example, if the delay is there, the planning engineer give the duration, how many days has delayed. Okay, then he will calculate this contract people go to this one class and say that I am yet delayed. So example 100 days, he will claim from the prolongation and direct and indirect cost. So until without support of planning engineer, contracts manager cannot do anything. And procurement, for example, when you starting the work, first engineering, after engineering, there is procurement is there. Okay, procurement, the material is there. The material, this lead time is planning engineer know. Okay, the procurement guy only he put the purchase order and he will waiting for the delivery. If the procurement is delayed, the project will be delayed. So he will monitor, he inform to the procurement guy, I need the material, this duration, so that the project will be completed. So he can act as a procurement guy also. Okay, and design also he will help in the design. For an engineering is how many the drawings, how many days you have to complete, then only our project will complete it. So he will fix the deadlines to the designs people also. So all the categories are involvement required in the plan from the planner. So that's why the planning engineer is right hand to the project manager. Okay, so if you are very you have more contractual background, you can become the contracts manager. Okay, if you have good background in construction, contracts manager, you can become contracts manager. Even planning engineer can become contracts construction manager also. So these are all 5-6 categories, even though they are there, but without planning engineer, you cannot go. You cannot complete the project. So this is the major role of the planning engineer. Okay, sir. So this planning, the before this Primavera, okay, there are so many project management tools are there. Before that, Prism is there, HPM is there, Successful Planner is there, Construction Manager, Yojana, Microsoft Project MSP, and Primavera. Okay, these are previously was there. Now, when you coming the duration when increases, this became limited. This 4, 5, 6 became limited. Then the two software management tools came existing, the Microsoft Project MSP and Primavera. Okay, and among them, why we are choosing the Primavera? Why don't we choose Micro Project MSP? Okay, so we make the comparison, which is advantages. Why you choosing Primavera rather than MSP? So we will explain how it is differ. Okay. So before going this one, we make the comparison between these two. Okay, we will go. So for now we go for Primavera. We are learning Primavera. So what are the advantages of it? This Primavera software has significant role in environment project management tool since it is foundation early days of Primavera expansion and development phase. It is going on development. If you compare MSP and Primavera, the development is more compared to MSP. So this is more current status advancement. It is going on adding tools. Every time it is going on updating. Okay. How it is started is in 1983, Primavera was formed by group of engineers in 1983. Okay. Then it is recognized necessity of the project management tool. There were some engineers sit together. They introduce one project management tool. Okay. Group of you. Then 1985 launch Primavera project planner P3. Before it was 83, it was a group of people only, just small group have created this management tool. Then it is launched in 1985 for project planner. Okay. Okay. From 1985, from 1990, the Primavera expanded its offerings and base. Means it is giving the people to use. Okay. Then after 1996, they introduced Primavera and SureTag. 1996. Then there was significant, now when the SureTag is introduced, then there is a development is there. So their requirement was, they released various versions by introducing some small additional requirement. For example, advanced features of resources management. Previous SureTag, there is no resources management. Now they introduced resource management and cost controlling. That means cost loading. In the project, what is the cost? Previously, SureTag, there is no cost and reporting capacities. Then the reporting means previously just only small how much plan and actual is there. Now then reporting applications has been developed in 1990. Now 96 they introduced SureTag. Okay. Now after that, this in 2008, the Oracle corporations have taken over this SureTag everything. And they have developed. They put more resources to develop that one. Okay, the Oracle resources have been employed to make development more. Then the technology they use is Oracle technology. They use the primary the linking with the management tool and Oracle mixed together and make this software. And functionality. It has improved the functionality. That means more flexible. You can user friendly use that one. Then it is more demanding by the people in 2008. Okay. This application now, when it is modern era, this Primavera has been using many advantages. Why? Because is the adoption to be needed. It meets diverse project management. That means different project. This software is compacted with diversification projects. For example, it not only it is suited to one field, it is suitable for all the fields. For example, civil infrastructure, everything this is suitable. Okay. This then it is create industry leadership. It has command. By the software, you can have leadership. Advanced features. That means it has this version. For example, P6 version 9, 10 is there. Then 11 will introduce very shortly with more advanced features. Okay, multiple. This project can use for multiple management. This multiple management means that is 2-3 projects. One time. Real time. That means it gives the real time. Now I update today. As and today, what if I update? What are the activities completed? If you update it, it gives the real time. Okay, and cloud capability. It can be shared by all the fields. That means a server based. Okay, you can. It is they developed cloud based. Now this by this Primavera, it is construction field, building and infra is there, engineering, technical engineering projects are there. Aeronautical also is there, defense. So this software is management solution. This provide the management solution for all these fields, defense, buildings, everything. So this software. Now, we are talking about what are the differences. MS, what is which one is more advantageous rather each other. Primavera and MS we have user interface from. That means user interface means the using the person that is very very strong. That means it can use friendly this one, but user interface not strong this one. That means you are the software, no, the software is can use very friendly. We what is called it is more friendly that we can use the Primavera, but interface this MS project interface is very less. And this is a professional and web-based architecture. Professional means we said the cloud. Okay. Here standard web is there, standard web based and professional. Only limited web only we have to use in the MS project. Here we can use web and this professional and web based architecture. That means cloud. Now, this Primavera pieces allow multiple user. That means one project consists of, for example, if you take building, okay, building there is civil works are there, MEP works are there, other installations there. So the same program, the two people can work one time at a time in the Primavera. Okay, it is in MS it is not allowed. You have to update the program, then you have to move the program to the another way. Then you will update immediately. Here, 2-person work at a time in the Primavera. Okay. This have another is the relation. The relation means, for example, what is called excavation or for example foundation works. Foundation work, when you start the foundation work, when the shop drawing is approved, okay, when material is approved. So there are two relations. So this your foundation work only after approval of shop drawing and material delivery. So we can give the multiple relations. So delivery of the material and shop drawing approval. There are two relations are there linking to the foundation. But here only MS allow only one relation. Whether you have to link shop drawing or material, it is not logic. Why? Because the shop drawing get approval within 10 days, then you have to start excavation. Okay, but here they are putting the two relations. One is shop drawing approval and another is material approval. So among two only, when it is completed, you are going to start the excavation. It is logic. Okay, but here only if the material is delivered early, but shop drawing is delayed, but it miss the logic. Okay, this is difference. And this one, Primavera web support. Okay, web support means plans, documents, and other project information can be converted to HTML. That means the Primavera files. You wanted to send the report, any file to another body, any guys, we can send by web. That means plans, documents, other project information can be converted to HTML and sent to other person. Okay, here it does not have the option. You cannot send by HTML. Okay, this is the baselines. So baseline is more important, which is we have to compare what is the that is measuring stick. For example, when you comparing this any activity, we create one program. So we have to compare whether we are ahead the schedule or behind the schedule. So the baseline is required. The baselines, you can create multiple baselines. Here only 11 numbers only allowed in the MS projects. Okay, you cannot go more than 11. Here you can go for hundreds baselines. You can create in the MS Primavera. Okay. In Primavera, you stuck. You don't know how to any problem you can. There is one hint help is it. If you press hint F1, there is you get the hint how to. For example, you don't know. For example, what is relation? You type the hint help in that one. It display what is the relation. You will give the explanation. Okay, in Primavera, but MS no such option is there. Okay, so you must be very thorough. For example, you are new learner, you want something which is you are not aware, then go for a help in the Primavera. You type that one. The what is called the explanation will come in Primavera. Okay, in MS you don't have. It is database. It is database. Have to Oracle is there, SQL is there, and standalone. And it has two options. Standalone means only your system only you can keep update. You want to share to all the people, then the server base is there. Okay, there are two options. You can put a standalone or server base. Mostly companies you are working in the companies, they are put in server base. Okay, the program, the server base is there. It is in the MS project support standalone part of EPM. That means small one portion only to serve the server base. Okay, mostly it is we can say the standalone software. Okay. Regarding the custom fields, that means custom means you wanted for create one column, separate columns. Okay, you can create multiple columns. You can your own columns you can create in the Primavera, but you cannot have you have to use MS or the columns only. You cannot create yourself another columns. Okay, it has more option. You can create multiple columns, 200 columns you can create. Okay. This is the another one is WBS, work breakdown structure. Work breakdown structure without activity you can create, but in the MS project, first you have to create the WBS, you have to create activities. So without activities, we can create WBS, and with the activities, we have to create that. This is the not suitable. Why? Because we want to create first level WBS. Okay. Then we go for second level, third level, fourth level. Then we go for activities. Now here, not possible. Here, we said that risk and issues can be recorded in the Primavera, okay? But not possible in the MS project, okay? Columns, I said no, you can create 200 columns, more than 200 columns we can create. Here only it is 500 columns are there, which is default created by the developer only. So you cannot create, you have to use this 500 default columns only. You cannot create more. There is one drawback. And in the Primavera, expense fields. Expenses means these can be added indirect expense such as travel and training. For example, here not only fixed cost. That means you go for fact for material, you go for material inspection, you have to go for the factory inspection. There is expenses will occur, the tickets, we have to take the other people, the client to this one. The expenses we can include in the Primavera. Okay, here not able to include the expenses, only one cost only. You have sum up all the costs and included. But when you go after 6 months, we want to know how we get this 600,000. Then you have to manually check how we get this 600,000 with this travel expenses, everything. Here we can have the history, how we get the 600,000. The traveling expenses, how much is there? The other expenses, then we can include it in the Primavera. Here not possible. This one real-time updates is there. If you update today, you will give the what is the present update. It is we are ahead the schedule or behind the schedule. Okay, it is not possible here for this MS project. Okay, real-time updates cannot be happen in the MS project. Okay. Now, in this training section, we are going to we use 10 chapters. Okay, we are in the 7 workshops. We are going to complete 10 chapters. This is the first one is chapter was project definition. What is project management terminology we are using, and management relations and schedule we are going to learn this one. Okay, and second chapter we are going to create how to create the project, WBS, calendar, assigning the relationship, and defining a forward and backward process. This is the second chapter we are going. Customize layout, activity networks, activity codes. What is this one? We are going to learn these activities. This all going to explain with examples. Okay, just what we are covering is there. When you go for practically explaining this one, you will get more understand. Okay, don't worry about what this is a new terminology you are using. What is by WBS and calendars, relationships. You are not aware. We will explain what is that in details in the coming classes. Okay, and layouts are there in chapter 3, activity network, activity codes we are going to learn. And chapter 4, resources, how to create the resources, how to assign the resources to activities and costing. For example, if the for example, wheel loader is said 1 hour is 110 riyal. Okay, we have to load the cost. We can load that one also. Okay. And this is in chapter 5. We are going to give resource profile. Resource means each month how many labors required. For this month, how many labors required, how many equipments required, we can use a profile. How many spreadsheet, how many we can labors, manpower, carpenters, how many required, we can each month we can create. We are going to learn how to create the resources and how many each month, how many people required, we're going to learn. Okay? And resource curves, that means S curve. Resource curve, how you are the resource going to use S curve. And chapter 7, export and import. That means your project you want to send to Excel. We want to send the program to the some subcontractor. We don't have a Primavera, but we want to send the program to the subcontractor. We can export the into Excel and we can send to the subcontractor, okay, to update. When he updated, then we imported back to the Primavera. Okay, this is the all this. Then chapter 8 is baseline. After creating the program, how to update program. Okay, we learned how many types of baselines are there, how to create the baseline. Okay, we will going to learn the chapter 8. And after creating the baseline, how to track. That means after 2 months, whether we are ahead the schedule or behind the schedule, we can track. How to track the progress. Okay. Then reporting. Then reporting means we have to send the reports. Okay. This, for example, after 10 weeks, what is planned percentage, what actual percentage, what are the delays are there, everything is there. Okay, reporting. We can. Reporting also, you have to give information to the construction manager, 2 weeks, what work you have to do. Every 2, okay. That means construction manager, we have sending the report saying that 2 weeks, what work you have to do. You can send the report. Okay, report and printing is there, nothing else. Okay. This is all activities we will discuss in the later stage. Now, these are the technologies which are going to use in the Primavera. Okay. Before settings, now you are newly given a laptop with the Primavera. You cannot start the Primavera without this. You have to make settings. Okay. What are the settings we have to do when before starting new project? Okay. What are the settings we have to make? This, what the admin preference is this organization, breakdown structure, creating project, how to create the project, how to create WBS, what is the activities, duration types, how many types of durations are there? Okay. Duration type means that is activity types. Okay. Activity types means the task dependent. That means milestones, task dependent, level of efforts are there. These are the activity types. Percentage completed. Okay. Calendars. How to create the calendars. These are we are going to learn with practical. Okay. How to create a calendar. How many types of calendars are there? Okay. There are in the construction we are using 3 types of calendars. We are going to learn the calendars also how to create. And relationships are there. How many types of relationships are there? And any deletion, total, what is meant by total flow? What are the project constraints? There are nearly 7 to 9 constraints are there. When we are to use the constraints, okay, we will mention this, how many constraints are there, when we have to use the constraints. Okay, grouping the activities, grouping and how to group and sorting is there, filter is there, resources, adding resources to new activity, assign resources, all this one we are going to learn with examples. So I said that the resources leveling, how to create activity codes, this course, when we are going to use the course. Why we are going to use the activity code rather than WBS. Okay, we will explain. Okay, assign the maintain baseline. When your project is completed, how to assign the baseline, how to update the progress, review the progress, update the schedule and out of sequence, and import and exporting to to send the subcontractors. We are going to, and the global change is there. Okay. These are very, in the last class, we have the question and answers. Okay. Page setup, user defined, and the question answers we are going to discuss. Okay. So all these activities, the definitions are there. How to resource, what is meant resource leveling is there. I can share this file. What is this one? Okay. Now, tomorrow next coming class, you have to install Primavera 17.7. Everybody should be have the Primavera 17.7. Don't install higher version. Why? Because there is when you making sorting everything, everybody should be in the same platform. Okay, if you have a different software, for me, the WBS is there. If you are using 22.2, you have to go for another icon rather than WBS. Okay, so everybody should be come with their own laptops, and we going to start how to make the settings, then how to create the projects. Okay, you will learn in the next project. Thank you. Okay. Is there any questions that one you have to? Should have to, is there any doubt is there? Please ask now only. Why? Because it will help to other people also. Okay. We don't go further until all the people are on the same line. Even we take 5 minutes more, I am going to spend more 5 minutes. Okay. We have to learn from here. When you go outside, you have to have the confidence that, okay, I can do anything given the program, I will be able to do the program. That one confidence should be, I have to create in you. Okay. Okay. Don't be, we are not students now. We are come for learn. Okay. Okay. If any doubt is there, you cannot ask the project manager, I don't know how to make this one. So before going project manager and explaining and showing you are not capable, let me discuss. You have any practical issues are there, you can discuss. We can put in the group. In March 2025 group is there. You put your comments, small silly things also helpful to you. You will then, when your small thing is the doubt is clear, then you create your confidence. Okay. Okay, thank you.